Hi Zoe, hi YouTube friends. Right, journal update. I'm sorry it's been such a long time. So this is probably going to be a long one because I've got a couple of weeks to catch up on for you. Okay, so this is Monday the 17th we're starting from. And I cleaned the house. What a surprise. I caught up with my journal. And watched, in the evening, sorry, brain's not connected yet. In the evening I watched the Minions movie with little boy because it was on Netflix, and later that day Game of Thrones was back on. Yay! Love Game of Thrones, it's so good. Only 7 episodes I believe in this season, so this is a really short one. Anyway, Game of Thrones. And there's, I just put a little picture of a book in for the journal. I can't remember really what happened because this is a little while back, isn't it? 17th of July. Right, so Tuesday, I started my green smoothies because I was still doing my water really well. I started these green smoothies as well. Which was really nice, and I've just put in there, it was really nice till I got to the bottom and there was this like tiny green poo at the bottom. It was a bit of the avocado, it hadn't mushed up in the bullet blender. It looked like a tiny green poo. Not very appetising. What else happened on that one? Tuesday, what else did we do? I'm trying to think. Do you know, I've put it in there, look, I put this face here with the green smoothie to, like, because the shock at the little green poo thing. And still doing my water there. Went charity shopping. Yeah, because Loki hadn't broken up then. So I went charity shopping by myself, but I didn't find anything. And that night we had, I think that was on the Wednesday night actually. Yeah, Wednesday night we had that dinner. I dyed my grey on Wednesday, exciting stuff. Did lots in my Heidi's Happy Hideaway. Did loads in there, which I will give you an update on. I made this, saw in one of my magazines, just this like brie, ham and chilli jam focaccia squares. I didn't make it, I bought all the ingredients, but we had that for dinner on Wednesday night and it was really tasty, and it was skate night, so Jared started that back up. We used to do go skating every Wednesday down on Western Seafront, and Load would meet up, and whether you longboard, skateboard, roller skate, bike, whatever, you can come along to it, which was really nice. Jared hasn't done it for ages because of his prolapse discs in his back. It's painful, so he can't always skate. He's really good at longboarding though, but he bought some roller skates, which I think I mentioned the last time, and he wanted to go try them out, and I went with him. God, we were doing really well skating along, and then it absolutely decided to pour down with rain, so we had to take shelter in the pub, of course. And yeah, that was it on that page. Oh, and I just put this picture of Heidi's Happy Hideaway. I thought that's a nice picture, pop that one in. Thursday I went to my little cleaning job, and Sally gave me all these little cleaning quotes that she'd found in Tiger. And I did some more in my Heidi's Happy Hideaway. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? I've put one of these little quotes in. I'm going to use them for my cleaning thing. So I've got this one here. Dust. It's time to bust some dust. Work your way from top to bottom. It's like, I suppose, a little checklist thing, but I'm going to put them in here. And then Friday, it was Loki's last day of little school. Oh, no more little school and no more school runs. So I told him I would pick him up as it was the last day, and probably a good job I did. So I'm trying to reach down for the dog, so you're going to wobble in all over the place. She jumped off the bed. Annoying animal. Right, I've got her. Sorry if... Oh, I need to throw her back on the floor. Look, there she is. Bells! Isabel, Belly Rouge. Look at me. Belly Rouge. Oh, she's so obedient, can you tell? Anyway, so yeah, it was raining really, really hard. So it's a good job Jared was home and we went and picked him up in the car together. And then I just put this was Loki on his first day of school. Oh, baby boy. No more school runs for me. He's going to go to big school. Saturday we had breakfast at the, we call it the American Diner, but it's called Brown's Stateside. We had a full English, ironically. But their American one, they only do it certain times of the day and we'd missed it, so we just had the English one. I want to put that little rainy picture in there. And then Sunday I was having an off day, so I just slept, ate and watched telly mainly. And I put this little picture in here because I thought that was good, shoveling crisps in her face there. That's pretty much how I felt too. And then it was the start of school holidays. School holidays. So I just doodled that in there. And I popped our bucket list in of the stuff we want to do. I have read this out before, but I'll give you another blast of it just in case you didn't see the other one. So we're going to have, on our summer bucket list, we have family movie night, barbecue, maybe not in this weather, picnic, also slim in this weather, donuts for breakfast, swimming, do a scavenger hunt, make goldfish crackers, go to the balloon festival, that's coming up soon, visit mum and dad on the train, visit our ice cream parlour, have a high tea, go on bike rides, fish and chips out. Oh, hold on, turn it round so I can see what's going on. Have a beach day, that's looking a bit slim as well. Blaze Castle, Ashton Court, and go charity shopping. So, Monday, I cleaned the house and packed for Brighton. And I've put another one of these little cleaning quotes in here, and obviously a suitcase for packing. And this one is, clean those dirty windows and let the sun and your nosy neighbours into your life. I popped to Danny's and gave her a birthday gift, and then took Loki to Whirl. So just put this little coffee one in here. And Loki's friend came to play in the morning, and in the afternoon I went over to Rachel's house to help her pack. And Sally gave me this little sticker, so I stuck that one in. And then it was Brighton, baby, on the Thursday. So this was the start of our fantastic weekend in Brighton. And that's, we're all being silly here, obviously. There's Richie, me and Shell, our little gang. So got the train ticket here from Whirl to Brighton. And I put this picture in here because I've got these ladies look like they're going on a jolly somewhere. So we pop that in. The train was the only bad bit of the holiday. The rest of it was fantastic. But I'd taken like a tiara and a sash for Rachel and some wine. And we were going to sort of start the holiday on the train. And the Whirl... We knew the Whirl to Bristol one would be a small one, but the Bristol one to Brighton was a direct one, so it was just going for it. I mean, it was stopping, but, you know, there was no other changes. So we thought, once we're settled on that one, we'll, you know, have our wine, and we took some lunch and stuff like that. It was horrible. It was the most horriblest train I've ever been on my life. It was only 2 carriages, so it's tiny, tiny. We had our big suitcases because we didn't pack light because we wanted some choice. So we got on there and it was crowded, so we had to stand with the big suitcases for quite a while until a seat came available. Then once a seat came available, we sat down, but we had to leave our cases by the doors, and so every time the train stopped, I had to jump up and make sure the cases didn't jump off the train, which was, you couldn't really sit and relax. Also, I need a wee everywhere, so I had to go use the facilities on the train, and I couldn't use the facilities on the train because it was disgusting. Really, really, I won't go into it, but you wouldn't have. No, definitely not. So vile. So also we didn't feel like drinking the wine because we would have like needed to use the facilities, and we wasn't going to use those. So anyway, when we got to Brighton, we got a taxi because it was raining, and we thought, oh, we can't be bothered with this after this train thing, so we just got a taxi, even though it was like quite short to the apartment. And when we got to the apartment, it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I've got a few pictures of the apartment here. So that's like the little kitchen and dining bit. There's Rachie doing her yoga. And that's the little bedroom bit, and like a desk, and as you can see here, this is like the telly behind Rachel, and then there was separate shower room and toilet. So it's just a little one, but we were only there for like long weekend, but it was beautifully clean. I even had it like a dishwasher and a washing machine. It was lovely, really, really gorgeous. So I think I just said here, got taxi apartment. Oh, and when we got in, we opened the wine. So bad idea to open the wine before you unpack. And Rachel needed to do her yoga because she has back problems, and she face planted because she'd had a bit of wine. I've got a video of that. I won't put that up though. And then we just popped out because we were hungry and found a restaurant, and we shared like a big pizza. And then the weather was like really bad, so it's like really windy and rainy, so we thought we'd just watch a bit of telly and have an early night that night, because plenty of other nights to do things. And then on the Friday we went for an explore down the lanes in Brighton and had a look at all the little shops. We both got a big pick and mix, and then we had a spa appointment in the afternoon, so we walked to there. It's quite a little hike. And I had the full body aromatherapy massage and a 45-minute pedicure and massage. And Rachel had the hot stones, a facial and a manicure. It was fantastic, really fantastic. We were so relaxed. It was like almost 3 hours of treatment, so it was really, really lovely. What else did we do there? So yeah, the massage. Oh, they always find my knots. I have because I suffer from anxiety, I have a lot of tension in my shoulders, and like the aromatherapy one, I always pick that one because it's not the painful one like the Swedish one. But they still want to play with me knots and like push them all out, which is painful because I accumulate tons of them. And at one point it was getting very uncomfortable, but then she just sort of like turned me over, pushed the knots, and they all disappeared. So I'm glad she did it because my shoulders are a lot looser now. She said I ought to have it done more often, but it's the money, isn't it? So yeah, that was all fantastic. And then we walked back to the apartment, and on the way we came across this lovely Mexican here. So we thought, oh, let's have a Mexican. Oh, it's gorgeous. The nicest burrito I've ever had. So, so tasty. And then it was, what did we do there? Oh, that was Friday. We were thinking about going out on Friday night, but the weather was still really, really bad, still rainy and windy. And I'd bought Rachel Magic Mike, because she loves that film. And so we thought we'd watch Magic Mike in the apartment and eat our pick mix and see what it's like afterwards. Well, when we looked out the window, it was still blowing a gale, and we weren't bothered. And we thought if we went out Friday, we might not want to go out Saturday, and we might not enjoy the Friday one. So, and Shell was coming on Saturday, so we were all going out as a big group, so we saved it for Saturday. So Saturday came, and in the morning, Rachel and we went and had a little explore around Primark and had a look at some of the other shops. I bought a really nice shirt dress. And then Shell was a little bit late coming because there was a lot of traffic. But when she came, she was like, I want to go to Primark. And we were like, oh no, it's fine, we can go back again. So we went to Primark and H&M and we played around with the clothes. So in H&M, oh my goodness, they've got some right weird fashions in H&M. What is going on with them? I mean, look, this lovely thing that Rachel is modelling here looks like a lampshade. It was £70. You just wouldn't, would you? What is this about? This is hideous. She tried this one on, which is also hideous, and not really of our time, if you noticed. It looks like we've gone back in time. That's why I put this little picture here. We've gone to the 60s. And then, it doesn't, you can see them a bit better in that one. I'm saying this picture doesn't really do them justice. But these were sparkly leprechaun green skin tight trousers and they were together with the pink tops. So of course they had to try them on, definitely. So there they are, modelling these hideous outfits that we didn't buy any of, but we just had to try them. But I did buy 2 more dresses. None in this style though. Nice ones. And then Saturday night we went out. So Saturday night, disco baby. And this is us dressed up. It's a bit dark, but I think you can get the gist here. I bought this dress here. You can't see, it's kind of dark. It's black with white spots. Let's see if I did that. H&M. It was only £4. And a bit of wine. And then we took that picture there just before we went out as well. And we were throwing some shapes. And people, I think you're going to be super, super proud. We lasted to 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. Get that for these old gals. Bless. Before we went out, we went to Wetherspoons and got a burger so we could fuel up. And also, we had lots of cocktails. And we went to a big nightclub that had lots of different rooms that played lots of different music. Because Shell likes house music, but Rachel and I like cheesy music, like pop music. So it's really good because you can swap between the 2 rooms. Well, there was more than 2 rooms. There was an R&B one, but they weren't playing anything I recognised. And there was a Hawaiian room. It didn't play Hawaii music. It was playing all sorts of music, really. So we did have a bit of a swap round. I made it in my giant pawn shoes. They were really high shoes, but I did put dolly shoes in my handbag. And then I got asked for ID. I got asked for ID in the big club. I don't think it's because I looked young. I think it was just they were asking everybody. I'm going to go with it's because I looked devastatingly young. But it wasn't. He was like, have you got any ID? And I was like, no. And he was taken aback by me saying no. And he sort of like just looked at me like horrified. And I went, well, I'm 38 and she's 40 and she's 35. So we didn't actually think we'd need any. And he was like, oh, okay then. And he just let us in. So that was good. Okay. Oh, when we come out, it was raining from the nightclub at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we were drenched by the time we got back to the apartment. But it was all good. It was a good night. And then Sunday, we went and had a little walk along the beach because it was actually sunny. It was really windy, but it was sunny. So we had a walk along and had a look at Brighton Pier. And we'd woken up late. So by the time we went for a walk, it was nearly lunchtime. So we had some chips on the seafront. And we went and had a look at Chocky Wocky Doodah. There's this outside, Chocky Wocky Doodah. We had porridge for breakfast, but we'd taken that with us. And then when we found for lunch, we went to Sprinkles, which is every waffle, crepe and ice cream and sundae and dessert you can think of. Strange thing to have for lunch, yes I know, but we fancied it. So I had this one, and this is crepes, bananas, toffee sauce, melted white chocolate, cinnamon biscuit crumbs, with white chocolate and blueberry ice cream. Yep, sickly. Really was sickly. It was gorgeous on the first couple of mouthfuls, and then it was sickly. So yeah, I had that. That was yummy, yummy. And Rachel had like a dessert in a jar, and Shell had a like a Knickerbocker Glory type thing. And then we come back and we had a rest because we were tired from staying out till 4 in the morning. And we'd booked a taxi, so we took the taxi over to the marina and we went to the cinema and we watched Girls' Night Out. And then we come back and we had an Indian. So this is what this is about. And I had the chicken biryani, which was super, super nice. Really, really enjoyed it. And then on the Monday, we packed up and caught the train back to Weston-super-Mare. We had near misses with the trains though. The taxi, because it's a one-way system in Brighton, it could only go one way, funny enough. So we only had 2 minutes to get our train when we got to the train station. Like, find the platform, get the train. We made it. And then we swapped at... where did we swap next? I can't... Oh, Southampton. And we only had 2 minutes to get that train as well, because the train was delayed. So, but we managed to make that one as well. So we were quite lucky on the trains. Right, we're 21 minutes. I wonder if I'm going to make it. Probably not. So I'm going to stop that one here and make another video for the next part, because I have a feeling my battery is probably going to die soon. Right. Okay. If you've liked this, please like. Please subscribe and feel free to comment. And I shall be back in a moment with another one. Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye.